United, never divided. It's the dog. Welcome back, all y'all. Now, hit subscribe if this is your first time. Now, we about to get into it. We got the fake fight that I exposed with Rennie Loke and Tenia. And also, you know, how could we forget Spider Joke, the wannabe Loke. And then we have the friendly blood known as Munchie Can't See the errors of his logic. So let's go ahead and look over this fake fight where the Compton Crab, Tranny Loke, put Munchie B on his back. She put Munchie B on his back with his legs in the air, and he was wiggling because he couldn't get out of there. He got smushed in between, if you know what I mean. He got a DP, a double penetration from both Tranny Loke and his backdooring ass homie, Spider Joke. So I'm going to play the video one more time from the top so y'all can hear it, and then y'all can see it, and then we'll react to it. Fake fight. Completely fake. All right, so I'm the first person to break this video down, really, and just kind of go over some things that no other bloggers talking about. Nobody else has talked about this. Now, this video serves as an issue, and you know, there's two major issues with this video. First off, the fight's completely fake. You know, the punch is not real. The situation's fabricated. That's the first issue. The second issue, which we're about to go over right now, and we'll get back to that first issue. The issue that we're going to speak about is, how does this make Munchie B look? Now, this make Munchie B look weak, soft. This dude got folded up like a napkin. All right, look, it hit different when you go from not bashing to getting bashed by the naps. So yeah, so both of these people on both sides of you, fool, are neighborhood Crips. Now, this person, Tranny Loke, is a neighborhood Compton Crip. Spider Loke is a neighborhood Crip. Yo, goofy ass is a damn gangsta blood. All right, so you have alliance with the gangsta crabs who are on they ass. So you are enemy. You're their direct enemy. And vice versa. But for whatever reason, you over there loose as a goose, drunk on camera. Allegedly you're drunk, but you loose as a goose, and then you get packed out. You get packed out. You know, my bad. You ain't get packed out. You just got pushed over. And the bitch go, "Come to cry." Bang on you. And instead of you getting bracken, you get the cop and please.
He expressed that like, man, I rock with Munchie. What do we got against Compton Crips? You know what I'm saying? Like, he from Inglewood, like, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, X, Y, and Z.
What Compton Crip was the homie from?
He was from neighborhood Compton Crip.
To the homie, yeah.
Okay, so boom. Now, in them comments, I'm like, damn. I said, hey, I left my Instagram in the comments, have them hit me. So the next day, shout out Rennie Loke. Rennie Loke hit me like, cause she got my line. Hey, what's going on? Whoop. I'm like, what you talking about? Oh, the homie Whoop. I said, shit, you know what I'm saying? Have him hit me. What's his Instagram? He already follow you. Whoop. I had him on Instagram. I got on the phone with him. We hollered. So his name is T Dirt or T Dirty.
T Dirty, yeah.
T Dirty. So shout out T Dirty, right? So we hollered. I told him I spelled the word F-U-C-C-K to put emphasis on the word F word. You know what I'm saying? Like F, Reggie Wright, F the police, he's a weirdo. Period. To this day, he's a weirdo.
So do y'all hear this goofy ass hook? Cop and please? He cop and please to the crab enemies. All right. And he's talking about how somebody else is weird, blood. Look here. We're weird. You're weird. Especially because, nigga, you are Weirdo blood from Ingleweird. Come on now. All the bloods in Inglewood are Ingleweird bloods. Come on, y'all. Weirdo Gangsta Bloods. Y'all have a set called Weirdo Gangsta Bloods right next door. So why you running around talking about weird? Somebody's weird. You calling the cops weird? So pretty much you disrespecting the Weirdo Gangsta Bloods who live right next door. You don't think that's going to cause a conflict? I mean, you know, you willing to throw the homies under the bus. You willing to do all kind of sellout ass shit. You taking the crabs lingo and using it as your lingo. You know, dumbass civilians. You take what they say and run with it. You know, talking all this weird shit, even though y'all the weirdest motherfuckers, you know, in California. Y'all known as the Weirdo Bloods in California. Like, that's what I'm saying. If the Gangsta Bloods are weird, right? Which you got the Weirdo Gangsta Bloods. That would make your ass a Weirdo Gangsta Blood too. Like, all of you are Weirdo Gangsters. Now, don't act dumb, Munchie, like you're not familiar with the Weirdo Gangsta Bloods. Now, let's not act stupid. You know, I mean, do we have to line it up? Do we have to line it up with you and Raw Dog, you know, and the rest of the Weirdo Bloods over there, since you got such a problem with weirdos and, you know, you're always using weirdo in a derogatory, you know, sense and using it like, you know, like you use everything else. Like you using the Inglewood families to get paid on YouTube, you know, using your affiliation to, you know, exploit your neighborhood for monetary gain like a lame. And look here, motherfuckers is not going to honor that. They're not going to respect that. You working with the police. You doing all this friendly ass fake shit. You talking about how some other niggas the police and how they doing snitching and shit when you guilty of all the same shit. You guilty of all the same shit, and the people you hang out with are guilty of all the same shit. That you supposedly have a problem with all this shit that you do. You got all the problem with the shit that you do, and you project this shit onto other people, or you point it out in other people. But look here, I'm gonna point it out about you because the shit that you mad about is the same shit you do. And Munchie can't seem to see that. You know, I don't know if he got like bullet fragments in his head or something like that that like fucks with his thinking. And, you know, this nigga needs he needs like a visor, you know? He needs like whack to like control the things he say. And like, you know, he got to like look to someone like whack for permission, some kind of big homie, some kind of fucking aid to like think for him, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously this dude, he just is batting 0 for 0 on the politicking end of things. This nigga, he could rap. He's a good, decent little rapper. But look here, people only like him because they're fanned out by him, bro. Y'all pushed him out in the public like he's something, like he's some big old blood. And this nigga is small and frail. And he's not the mayor of anybody. No one elected him the mayor. This nigga is the self-proclaimed mayor. And when you commit treason, you can't hold office, bro. You're barred from holding office. So you ain't the mayor. You ain't no official of nothing. You don't call no shots. You don't run no plays. Munchie, get that through your fucking head. And if you do, then, you know, the whole set, fuck them. Throw the whole set away. Listen, let me make this clear to everybody from wherever the fuck you from. Yo peon ass set is not bigger than the program. Do your homework on not being bigger than the program. Now, with that being said, you know, for shits and giggles, we're going to go over the next video of Munchie B copping pleas. Well, no, my bad. This ain't him copping pleas. This is him playing tough. You know, when we're, you know, looking at him in this controlled environment, you know, with his frenemies, you know, the dudes who not even turned up at all. This dude's not turned up at all, but you want to get bracking and active with some dude you are friendly with. So y'all remember this situation, Mr. Don't Cuz Me. So don't cuz you even though you hanging out with the op, you fucking friendly with the op, he cousin you, and he ain't using it in a disrespectful way, not the way that you say weird. Like, you say weird as if it's a bad thing. Like, if I say weird around you, like, oh yeah, Yeah, you weird, blood. You weird as fuck, blood. You know what I'm saying? If I say that, right, and I'm not saying it in like a, negative connotation, you shouldn't be feeling no type of way about it.
So what? He passed it, but goddamn, he like a.
Here's how loud you is. Ain't no more alcohol here. Over here, baby.
Bro, what's over there? It might be a little bit of something.
He tried to hand you the deer juice.
Here, cuz.
No, ain't no more. Ain't no more. It's gone, dog.
He got one.
Me. Beasley.
My bad. I should have grabbed 2 bottles, man. I only grabbed 1 bottle.
But you got to get used to that with me. I ain't gonna lie, cuz.
Nah, nigga, I ain't gonna blood you, don't cuz.
Man, you could blood me.
Nah, but I don't, though.
I ain't on that what you on. I'm a Compton Crip, nigga. I'ma say cuz no matter what. It don't matter what you let a nigga do. That's what I'ma do. Nigga. That's what I'ma do. I'm a Crip, nigga. I'm a Compton Crip, nigga.
Yeah. Bro, y'all doing too much. We get off camera. We good. We Gucci.
So here we are watching another fake situation, another controlled ass, moist ass, situation with this soft ass nigga only getting tough around the homies. As you can see, like, he got homies around him in this video, unlike the last video where he didn't get tough with Tranny Loke. He didn't get tough when Tranny Loke, put his ass on his back and said, "Compton Crip, cuz," Look. This nigga don't keep the same energy, blood. Listen, he don't keep the same energy with them crabs who with the shit. He only want to press the line against, non-combative motherfuckers when he around the homies. So to me, that is an indicator of a coward, right? That is cowardly behavior. So Munchie B can't seem to see the errors of the motherfucking of his ways. Look at this. Look at this. It says "bitch relax." So you got Snoop Dogg with a shirt that says "bitch relax." Meanwhile, the only motherfucker who can't seem to relax is this goofy ass motherfucker with this stupid ass look on his face. Look, bitch relax. Like, this nigga is screaming, and as soon as you start screaming, bro, and as soon as you start screaming like that, like, you do that shit anywhere else, you gonna get your ass whooped. Your house or not, blood. Then you probably get your whole house fucked up doing some shit like that, blood. But first off, why the fuck would you invite some gang banging ass niggas, gangsters, to your fucking house to begin with? Like, that's dumb as fuck. It's just stupid. And, whatever happens to you in your house is, your fault, because you're a fucking idiot to be doing this shit in your fucking house anyways. You bring 2 ops in your house and think you're gonna kumbaya, and especially when y'all drunk, drinking and shit like that. You drinking and tweaking with your fucking goofy ass. You think this shit that ain't gonna go left, and then y'all want clout, so y'all gotta do, fake nutties and fake beefs and shit like that for y'all to get clout. Because without the fake beef and controversy, the shit that y'all say don't fucking matter. This is just weightless and baseless. It's a bunch of fucking stupid ass opinions from stupid ass niggas. So don't nobody want to see that. So that's why y'all got a fake nutty. That's why y'all got to have fake beef. And Munchie B has been seen in multiple fake nutties and fake beefs and shit like that, and fabricated, situations, bro. This nigga is gonna need an Oscar for all the fucking capping he doing. He want to be in the movies or something because he doing a lot of acting, but he ain't active. There's difference between being active and acting. All right, so he's acting like he's active, but he really just blind and retired and pushing peace, and copping pleas.
Like the whole little fake situation, you could just see that it was bullshit because you trying to get tough, around the homies, while you're in the face of this Compton crab who ain't even being aggressive. This dude's not being aggressive at all. He's being overly reasonable. He said, "Hey, you could blood me." And I'm like, "You could blood him." Yeah, why ain't y'all blooding these crabs? The crabs that y'all hang out with, why ain't you blooding the fuck out of them? Yeah, them niggas hang out with me, they gonna be bloods by the end of the week. Maybe the end of the day. Them niggas gonna be bloods by the end of the damn day if they ever hang out with me. We'll be on their ass so hard, you know, they'll come back, they'll come out, they be swoopsters by the end of the day. So, you know, why ain't y'all doing that? But instead, y'all want to canoodle with the crabs. Y'all want to, you know, be all friendly and buddy. You know, you don't want to blood them, but they can't cuz you, even though in order to be my cousin, you have to be my blood cousin. Like, we have to be related by blood in order for you to be my cousin, you idiot. So cousin, listen here. We used to say cuz a lot back in the day. We used to say loke a lot. And those are really blood terms if y'all really, you know, want to keep things technical. Like blood, loke, and cuz were blood terms prior to the Crips' existence.
For example, you know, Mafia's in Peace, my homegirl Jackie, Big Bizarro, Sneak, and Stacy Loke, L-O-K. And that was the end of Paru Love. So literally Loke is the last word on the lyrics to Paru Love. Okay, so do your homework on the Bloods being the real Lokes. Shout out to Sin Loke. Shout out to Dusty Loke, you know, PIL to him. You know, there's a lot of Lokes, but we used to be saying a lot. We used to say Loke a lot.
And, you know, a lot of times even after the Crips has existed, I remember we didn't stop saying cuz until like the mid-'80s. Late 80s or some shit like that. Like the neighborhood stopped saying cuz around like the late 80s, mid 90s. Like the whole hood used to say cuz. Everybody used to say cuz. It was like just a common greeting type of thing. Like, you know, like a lot of niggas was saying blood, but everybody was saying cuz. Cuz was very easy. It kind of meant like we were loosely related type shit. It's like everybody was cuz. And plus, at the time, the Crips had started to come out, and they're very popular in the music. So, you know, a lot of the cuz shit, the C-Walk and all that shit was like really popping in the mid-'90s, late 90s. So everybody was saying cuz at that time. A lot of people wasn't saying blood. Like, let's keep it real. Like in the 70s and the 60s, blood was a very common term. You know, at least that's what I heard from, you know, not only from what I heard, but the records that we see that like young blood specifically, like blood was a very common term. I actually think the term blood was more common amongst us because we were refusing to identify as black. So in order to not identify as black, you would hear people referring to each other as blood. So, you know, and they also use blood in the military. So blood was also a military term that Vietnam vets and other vets would use to get past the racial issue in the army. So in order to get past black and white, they would use blood. So calling each other blood in the army, you know, got you past the barrier of being white and black. So they use blood in the army to unify. So do your homework on unifying as bloods, and a lot of the Vietnam vets unified as bloods with their white counterparts in the army and got, you know, over their racism and their hatred towards one another by unifying as bloods in the midst of the conflict and the war. So while we're talking about the war and activities and who's active and, you know, things of that nature, we're going to go into what we're seeing on this screen. You know, we're seeing a so-called active blood gang member, right? You know, we witness you, you know, hanging out with the ops, hanging out with the enemy. You're providing the enemy with aid and comfort. What does that mean? That means you've committed treason. So let me go in on treason and kind of explain to y'all what it is, right? Well, I'm not going to explain it to y'all. I'll let someone who's an expert in the Constitution and stuff like that, you know, do your homework on the United Blood Nation and the United States Constitution pretty much being identical, being, you know, pretty much being the same. United States, keyword united. All right, let's go ahead and, you know, go over treason. What is that?
What is treason? The word treason imports a betraying, treachery, or breach of allegiance. The Constitution in Article 3, Section 3, defines treason to consist only in levying war against them or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid or comfort. By that same article of the Constitution, no person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of 2 witnesses to the same overt act or on confession in open court. Every person owing allegiance to the United States who levies war against them or adheres to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort within the United States or elsewhere, is guilty of treason. The penalty is death. The penalty is death.
You're fucked!
Now, Munchie B don't need me as a witness in his treason case, his pending charges for treason. Doesn't need me. You know why? Because he already confessed to it. He's confessed. And not only is he confessed, online in front of thousands of people, that makes all those thousands and thousands of people witnesses. Everybody who's seen that video, I don't know how many people watched it, but they're all witnesses to Munchie B's treason. And, most people don't even know that they're committing treason. The problem is ignorance is no excuse. Okay, listen, last time I checked, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. So you'll never hear me making excuses for niggas like Munchie B or others that have committed treason, especially on camera, and fools being too ignorant to even know that that's what they're doing. I've seen people who snitched on themselves and others, and they're completely stupid and ignorant, and they're oblivious to, well, they act like they're oblivious. They're just acting dumb, and that's some Jedi mind trick shit that don't work on us, that don't work on me especially. Maybe on some of you gullible, fans and stands and, op-loving hooks. Now, y'all remember what happened to High Top, right? So High Top is guilty of the same goddamn thing. I remember what Blood said to Blood. He said, Crips deal with Crips, Bloods deal with Bloods. And they DP his ass, beat the shit out of him, right? Beat him up so bad, he turns into an informant to get off the yard. They wasn't going to let the nigga off that yard unless he cooperated. They see his face all beat up by his homies. They don't give a fuck. They not give a fuck. Hey, you better give us some goddamn information. We're going to leave your ass right in there. And your homies going to have a field day with your ass. They're going to beat you to death. And the COs ain't going to give a damn. Do your homework on the COs, not giving a fuck. Unless you got some stories to tell them. Unless you feel like talking now, they done softened, you done got buttered up and softened up. You probably got a Italian beef and Pepsi. Do your homework on High Top and what got High Top his ass whooped. And this is way before, this is way before the internet. This is way before people could put two together. This is when people were way dumber. Way stupider. And now you're in the age of information, so there's even less excuses for you than anyone else. So go talk to y'all grid program Blood, and let him know that, his time is numbered. And I would, suggest that dude, get out of town quick, get away from them gangsta Bloods before, he find himself, floating with the fishes. What I'm saying? Do your homework on gangsters and niggas floating with the fishes when, they've done things that are, not gangster. So, yeah. You don't want to be floating with the fishes, right, Munchie? If I was you, I'd get the fuck gone quickly, expeditiously. Because look. Skip can't save you. IFG can't save you. Fucking Spider Joke can't save you. No Jumper can't save you. Fuck, I doubt the United States government can even save you. You stick out like a sore thumb, motherfuckers are gonna remember you. They're gonna remember what you're doing. And I don't know if you can, you know, revamp yourself and, you know, hide out in other states and shit like that. I just don't see that from you, Munchie B, because you are unique. Like, you look very, you know, like I could see you from a mile away. So, y'all let me know how y'all feel about, you know, all this. If y'all think Munchie B could cop another plea and, you know, absolve himself from, you know, all wrongdoings, you know, that would be a hell of a Jedi mind trick, y'all. But I'm gonna let this rest for now. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Is Munchie B guilty, or am I just tripping? I'm just tripping. I don't, you know, am I throwing paint where it ain't? I mean, y'all let me know in the comment section below. It's the dog. I'm out.